Hey, what's up guys, this is FrozenFireX2X here, and today I'm going to be showing you my farming complex and auto minecart sorter. So basically, one day I just decided to start building into the side of a mountain. I really had no clue what I was going to make, but this is the building that resulted from that. Goes in pretty deep, and that's actually the building I'm going to show you first. But this building right here was built later. This bottom part was built by my friend, and then I built the top earlier today. But let's get started. So this is the room that I first built. It was just a giant empty room, and then I decided to turn this into a farming complex. Now the farming parts itself they're very primitive, they're really small. I've done a lot of large scale farming projects in the past, but I wanted to keep this compact and inside, so I didn't go to my full potential with building giant farms. This is just these farms are just built to get enough to be significant. So for example, this sugarcane collector, you can get about a stack and a half on your average lever hit. You get a stack and a half, and then also the eggs just keep coming. There's really no measure of how many eggs you can get. But yeah, so let's start with the sugarcane here. So I will show you the collector right now. This is kind of an interesting little way to get up here, but alright, here we go. So there's two of these rows here. There's actually, I'll probably hit the lever to collect it in a second when I'm done showing you this, but pretty much the pistons push the sugarcane into the water, and then the sugarcane falls down, and then it goes through this little hole here, and I'll have to go down there to show you. But alright, so when it falls in the hole, the sugarcane comes into this water, and the water flows down, and then the sugarcane follows, and then it falls down into this hole right here. So pretty simple, pretty basic. Like I said, there's two rows, so this is one. You can see the sand here, so that's the first row and the second row. That's all I was able to fit. As you can see, this roof is slanted, so I had a little bit less space to work with. But alright, let's show you, I'm going to show you guys how much we get. So the reason I used levers instead of buttons is because there's been a lot of glitches with TU20, or TU19 I mean, with the Xbox One. If you use buttons, like some of the pistons would not go back to its original. Well, I'm really bad with terms. So if I would have had a button on there, pretty much the pistons would have gotten stuck, and I wouldn't have been able to use pistons at all because they'd just be stuck, and it was just a really annoying glitch. But so that's why I use levers. Levers actually, like the pistons actually work when I use levers, so that's the reason I'm using levers. So yeah, not too terribly good, but yeah, this is 64 and 10, so we have 74. And yeah, that's pretty much your average. Usually I get a little bit more, but a lot of sugarcane gets stuck like on the pistons for some reason. I don't know why that is. Anyway, so now that we have our sugarcane, I have this cart system that brings the stuff you get to a chest and then puts it in the chest for you, so you don't have to. So I'll just put this in the chest, and then I will send that off to the sorter. And I will actually I'll show you guys the sorter either later in this video, or I'll show you in the next video, because there's actually a sorter and then I have a reserve sorter, so I have a couple different sorters to show you guys. And then it's the same kind of thing for the eggs. This light up here is to tell me whether there are any eggs. So if I just grab these eggs, this light will go off, and then same kind of minecart thing, sends it to a different chest, and then it sorts it for me. And generally, I don't really know how long it takes. I'll just leave that. But the eggs, because there was only 8 eggs in there, it should be done sorting actually probably now. So I will call the minecart. It should be here momentarily. There it is. Yep, already sorted. So all the eggs are already in the chest. So yeah, that's that. This is pretty much this first floor here. Down below, actually right here, this goes to the bottom floor. It's 3 floors, or two or three floors down. I actually kind of forget. But this brings you to the bottom floor. But I'm going to the next floor down, which is right here. So this is a melon farm. These are both collect melons, and I'll show you this. Basically what happens, you hit the button down there, and the pistons push the melons into the water. The melons fall down in here, and then they flow to this pressure plate here. And I just did that to stop the water. But yeah, so let's give it a shot. You actually get quite a few melon wedges out of this, which is nice. I'm actually going to hit both of these buttons because it's the same thing. So yeah, and we just collect the melons. Yum, 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 delicioso. That was from Dora, by the way, if you didn't understand that. Ah, Dora. Alright, but yeah, 50 is a normal amount. I actually usually get around 50, so that's good. And then, yeah, stack and a half. That's pretty normal. Yeah, and then the melons just grow back, so no replanting or anything required for that. And then we also have a minecart system, the same thing as the other ones. This will put it in its separate chest. Voila. So we'll send that off to the sorter, and we'll have those sort while I give you the tour of the bottom floor. So this is the bottom floor. This is actually a wheat farm that I didn't really bother planting yet. It's automatic as well, but I have to fix the water because I somehow screwed up like the pistons and the water. So don't mind that. That's a pretty stupid mistake on my part. But anyway, yeah, you get the point. Water flows down, then the wheat just flows down here, and then ends up right in front of me, so I just grab it. But as right now, I haven't had any planted, so we won't really get to see that in action right now. Here we have pumpkins, and oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. When I use buttons, the pistons get stuck like this, and there's two. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, that's what's really annoying about the glitch. But I'll get the pumpkins as well. And pumpkins are generally, I probably about 8 or 9 usually get per push. Well, I probably get less because those stupid pistons are stuck for some reason. But anyway, here we go. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. We have a 10th? Yeah, there, 10. Awesome. Also have, oh, my cart is not here. Hopefully there's one on the track. I might have taken it off the track. But this is a pretty long rail ride, so it takes about 10 or 11 seconds for the cart to get here, if it's on the track at all. Yep, here it is. So let's put these pumpkins in here, and then let's send that off to sort, so that can go sort. And yeah, I was going to build another room down, but I kind of got sidetracked because I wanted to do some other stuff. But yeah, this is the farming. Like I said, pretty primitive. Just the rail system is really probably one of the better parts of this farming complex. Farming itself isn't too fancy. But anyway, we're at 8 minutes, so let's go up here. Now this room has a lot more technical redstone stuff than the farming complex. So basically, the carts that I sent from the sugar, egg, wheat, or melon and wheat and pumpkin area, the stuff that I put in the mine carts gets sent to this area right here, and like the sugarcane I sent is in this chest. There's also some other sugarcane here as well, but yeah, that's where the sugarcane is. They got transported here. Same with these eggs, and then same with the melons, which is actually, yep, melons got sorted, and also we have our wheat and we have our pumpkins. Here are the 10 pumpkins that actually got here, so those sorted correctly. Here we have excess storage for this. This I really haven't used it yet because even these first ones aren't full. But yeah, this is where all the other stuff is going to go. And then, if those get full, which they probably won't, but just for reserve space, I have, this is probably the most advanced redstone thing I have in here. This took probably 4 hours to make, just like the track system, getting it back and forth. But I will show you this. I'm actually going to explain this in detail in the next video, but I'm just going to show you how this works. So right here, we have this lever here. I'm not going to read the sign because it's pretty confusing for people that don't understand it. So if the lever is down, it'll go to track 2, and if the lever is up, well, it'll go to track 1. However, in order for it to go to track 1, it has to be down before you put it up, which is, it's a little bit of a error there, but it works fine if you know what you're doing. It's pretty simple. But this is just a button to send the minecart. This, the keep and return. So when the lever is down, the minecart will just come back to me. Have that for both tracks, and then if it's up, then the minecart will keep sorting. Basically, down there are 2 tracks. So this one, there's actually a piston thing down there that splits that transports the minecart to a different track. So there's 2 tracks down there. I really haven't. This is pretty much excess storage. So one track is probably going to be, I'll have it labeled sugarcane and eggs, and then the other one I'll do melons and pumpkins and such. So one track is going to be for that, and the other one's going to be for the other stuff. Here are these 2 lights. Track 1, so if the minecart is on track 1, just to make sure it's there, it will light up. And if the minecart's on track 2, this will light up. So for example, this is in the down position, so this will go to the 2nd track, hopefully. And we send this, and now we're going to look at the light. And track 2 should light up momentarily. Yep, there we go. So the minecart has successfully been to track 2, and then because this is down, it should return. The light will go off, and the minecart will arrive. And next, if we do this up, and we send it, it should go to track 1. And because of the pistons, it takes a little bit longer to get to track 1, but it should be there soon. Yep, there we go. It's on track 1, and it should return momentarily. I'll wait for the light. There we go. Should be up. There we go. So yeah, that's where the minecart goes. It goes on both tracks depending on the switch of a lever. And I will explain that in greater detail. I'll show you guys all the wiring in the next video because it's pretty cool, at least to me. Down there, I'll do that also in the next video. That's where the chests are for the track storage. And then I'll also I have a little shipping system that I've started that is up in this room. I'll get to that also in the next video. So, yeah, sorry if I kind of rambled in parts or wasn't clear on specific things. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I know this is pretty simple, so I mean pretty much all of you probably already know how to do this kind of stuff. But if not, well, then that's cool to me because I feel like I'm actually informing somebody. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll have another video out very soon on this next part, but I will see you guys all later.